Kodak, what's up, boy?
YouTube checking.
What's up, boy?
My God, Malik, man. This one of my partners I was telling y'all about, man. My boy got like 3 LLCs, man. Little country boy doing his thing, man. Now, I talked to him, Malik, man. Whenever I was starting, all my stuff, I was just pulling trailers. I was just going with the flow of stuff, but he kind of told me a few things about getting the LLC in the first. I ain't gonna lie, this the man that told me about the LLC in the first place, because I ain't know nothing about it. Talking about LLCs, business, bank accounts, lines of credit. Man, this is like one of the gurus, man. So talk to them. Say if somebody want to start an LLC right now, like, walk them through the steps, man.
Man, let's see. You want to start an LLC? It don't matter what you want to do, no matter who you want to be, you know what I'm saying? Just know that you want to start a business, male or female, but I'm going to give y'all examples. For female, we're going to say you want to do lashes and nails. For male, let's say you want to do t-shirts and design, a little basic. So you figure out what you want to do, and before you start thinking about an LLC, you got to think about your personal side. Because once you get into an LLC, and for those of y'all that don't know what LLC means, it's called a limited liability company or a limited liability corporation. It's just the same thing, tomato, same thing. It's just however you hear it. But for short, you're gonna hear it all the time, LLCs. But say like you wanna do something, you wanna get out your 9 to 5 or keep your 9 to 5 or whatever the case. But you wanna start an LLC, You gotta think about your personal. So you gotta think about your personal credit. And this is before the bank accounts and all that. So you wake up one day, you wanna start your business, be like, okay, let me look at my LLC. Well, not my LLC, let me look at my personal credit. And when it comes to your personal credit, you got 5 categories you gotta worry about. Well, first off, you can look at your personal credit. You can download Credit Karma, or you can download Experian. Those are the free apps. But when you use those, when you use Credit Karma, you're gonna use your Vantage score. Yeah, you want your FICO score. So when you go to the banks and actually get the business bank accounts, they're gonna look at your FICO score, and you actually gotta pay for that. And when you're ready to pay for it, you go to Identity IQ or My FICO.
So how did you learn everything that you know about, LLCs and taxes and credit and all that stuff like that?
Really what? It was when I was 21. I had a friend that came down, and he was big into finance. He's actually a year younger than me, but we graduated at the same time. But he moved off to New Mexico, and he came down because his grandfather passed away, and we just reconnected and rekindled, and he was big into finance, and I was like, what, I'm not, I'm not slow, so I know money talk, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when he started spitting the game to me, I was like, man, even though I ain't never heard it before, I know he wouldn't, shooting me no bull, Yeah. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with it. Wherever I go with it is wherever I'll be at when I get there, and now we here.
They knew it's coming from a credible source, huh?
Yeah, and I ain't even, what I'm saying? I just took that leap of faith, and shit.
So what would you tell somebody that has an LLC now, but they're not getting funding, like they don't have any credit cards, they don't have any business bank accounts? Like, what would be your advice if somebody said, yeah, I got an LLC, but
You ain't got funding yet.
Yeah, they just got one. What would you tell them?
I tell them, now that you got your LLC, you got 2 options. You can either, it all just depends on how much bread you got put away. You know what I'm saying? You can either focus on your personal, or you can focus on your personal and your business credit at the same time. But for individuals like you and me, like 28, 29 below, you know what I'm saying, probably ain't got that much money to do both, So that's why I be like, focus on your personal. Go get at least 5 personal credit cards with at least 5 bands on a piece, And then I still don't recommend people to take the credit money to go get an LLC, but, if you want to put your foot on the gas and you ain't going to stop till it's done, there's a route. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. All right, so you had mentioned credit, man. What's the good, starting out credit score, or what should, somebody's credit score be if they're trying to, start accessing lines of credit with, through their business, LLC, and things like that?
Okay. For anybody that's trying to acquire funding, I say 680 bare minimum.
680.
680 bare minimum, you know? And that's just gonna get you into the bank, you know? Like, when you start talking about, like, how do I get approved, you know? That's what I'll say, 680. But once you figure out, okay, I'm past that 680 mark, but now it's, I know I'm gonna get approved, but now I wanna get approved for a high limit. Not only do I wanna get approved, but I wanna get approved for a high limit. That's where we start having the discussion where your credit needs to be 700, 740, you know. But just to get approved and get in the doorstep, 680.
So how do you think, how do you think somebody goes about building up their own credit? Like, what if they're just like, man, my credit, say if they got a 520, like, how would they build their credit up to start?
Okay. So this is what you want to do. Okay, so you got two options, you know. Are you building your credit up to go get a corporation, or are you building your credit up to go get personal funding? Like, when I say a corporation, are you building your credit up to go get business funding, or you want to go get personal funding?
Say if they trying to get business funding, but their personal credit is trash. Okay.
So what you want to do is it's either you're going to be cash heavy, or you got to go back and build your foundation. So it's, say, like, because when you're dealing with your personal credit, you really got five boxes you need to check off. You got payment history, you got credit utilization, you got derogatory marks / collections. Let's see, and then you got length of history, and then you got hard inquiries. You know, so from top to bottom, payment history, that's 35%. Utilization, that's 30%. Derogatory marks is 15%. The length of history, that's 10%, and the hard utilization, that's 10%.
Yeah.
And what you want to do is, like, when you go to each of them categories, you want to make sure they're straight. So for on-time payments, you want to have 100% on-time payments. You know, like 99 and 98 is cool, but at all possible, you want 100%. You know.
Okay. How long do you think it would take somebody to really build their credit up? Like what if they're like, man, I've been trying to build my credit up for a year now, and I only went up 5 points.
Man, it all depends. It all depends on that fire, you know. Like, yeah, it depends on where you're at financially now. But if you coming into the game like LeBron James when he was playing for the Heat and he just lost in the finals, and you coming in training like that summer, you know what I'm saying? You can get your credit right in a month. You can get your credit right in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? 1 to 3 months. Really, like, if you got money, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, I got money to invest into myself. You can get your credit right in a month.
He said, how bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it? Do you feel like LeBron James after he lost the finals? You know what I'm saying? Or you feeling like Curry when he won MVP? You know, Curry still went harder. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, you gonna get in here playing, or you gonna get in here and try to play for real?
Okay. Hey, anything else you got? You know, advice of somebody that wanna become an entrepreneur, trying to start their businesses, credit and funding and everything else?
Yeah, man. I put it like this. If you want to get your own money and you want to become an entrepreneur, just know what they teach you in school will not fly here. You know, I'm learning that now.
It will not fly. What you mean by that?
Will not fly here. The rules and principles they teach you in school do not apply here. You know, like, they want to isolate you, keep you like, you know, I want to see what you know. You know what I mean? Like even though I'm teaching the class, and when it's time to take a test, I want to see what you score on the test. But that's not how it is out here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the more the better. You know, and if you can get 5-10 people focused on the same goal and mission, everything's become cheaper and everything becomes a little bit easier. You know. So yeah, for those of you that want to become an entrepreneur, I say get your mind right, because it's gonna be hard times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Say ain't no cakewalk, huh?
It's not no cakewalk, but it's worth it. You know, like I told my brother the other day, I wouldn't trade what I got for a 6-figure income. You know, well, from a job. You know, But hey, if you're trying to get your credit right, come talk to me. You got stuff on your credit that needs to be cleaned up, come talk to me. Oh, you want to create an LLC or a C corporation? We didn't touch on that. You know, that's high level, but come talk to me. You know, hey, whatever it is, when it's come to enhancing credit and getting to the bag and getting to the funding, hey man, that's all I like to do. You know?
Yeah.
Like, no joke.
All right, hey, y'all heard it here, man. We some young 23, 24-year-olds out here trying to start these businesses, man. Get to it, man. So hey,
Yes, sir.
Y'all seen what we doing?
And if you want to know more about me, hit me up on MTE Global Solutions.
Hey, say it one more time.
MTE Global Solutions LLC. Look me up.
All right, bet. So I'm gonna put his IG right here. So, all right, bet.